If you fail, congratulations. Because most people don't even try. Think about that for a second. Most people spend their lives standing on the sidelines. They dream, they plan, they talk. But when it's finally time to act, fear takes over. Fear of judgment, fear of embarrassment, fear of looking stupid, fear of not being good enough. So instead of risking failure, they choose comfort. And slowly, comfort becomes a cage. But the moment you try, truly try, you separate yourself from the majority. Because action requires courage, even when the outcome is uncertain. And that's why failure is not something to be ashamed of. In many ways, failure is proof that you're alive. A lot of people think failure happens after trying. But the truth is, most failure happens before the first step is ever taken. People kill their dreams with overthinking, self doubt, procrastination, perfectionism. They wait for the perfect moment, but the perfect moments rarely exist. So years pass, opportunities disappear, and eventually people convince themselves they never really wanted it anyway. Not because they lack potential, but because fear became stronger than curiosity. That's why trying already puts you ahead of most people, even if you fail. You cannot fail at something you never attempted. Failure means you risked something. You stepped outside your comfort zone. You challenged yourself. You took responsibility for your growth. And that takes courage. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than most people even attempted. Athletes lose game. Entrepreneurs lose money. Artists create bad work. Speakers get ignored. Creators post video nobody watches. But they keep going because they understand something powerful. Failure is feedback, not identity. One failure does not mean you are a failure. It simply means you're learning. Comfort is dangerous because it doesn't look dangerous. It feels safe, predictable, familiar. But over time, comfort quietly steals ambition, confidence, growth, potential. And the saddest part, many people don't realize it until years later. One day, they wake up wondering, what would my life look like if I had just tried? That regret hurts far more than failure ever will. Failure gives lesson, regret gives ghost. At least when you fail, you gain experience, you gain wisdom, you become stronger. But when you never try, nothing changes. Every setback teaches something success never could. Failure teaches resilience, patience, adaptability, emotional strength, humility. It forces growth, and sometimes failure redirects you towards something even better than your original plan. Many people who eventually succeed look back and realize their failures were necessary because failure refined them. It built the version of them that success required. The truth is, nobody becomes strong by avoiding struggle. Strength is built through resistance. So, if you failed recently, congratulations. Seriously, you had the courage to step forward while most people stayed frozen in fear. You entered the arena, and that matters. Don't let one setback convince you to quit. Don't let embarrassment stop your growth. Don't let temporary failure become your permanent surrender. Learn, adjust, improve, try again. Because the people who eventually succeed are not the people who never fail. They are the people who refuse to stop trying, and one day the failure you were ashamed of will become the story you're proud to tell.